Why did Concord have to die and Marvel Rivals gets to live? I mean, if you really have to think about the answer here, you might be a little bit retarded. Let's just be real. Why did Concord have to die and Marvel Rivals gets to live? The simple answer, one game is absolute trash and one game is good. And the reason why one game is good and the other one is absolute trash comes down to a simple factor: ideology. The message has absolutely rotted the brains of anybody that comes across it. It's like the One Ring, right? That shit corrupts anybody that it touches, right? You let it walk into your life and it will destroy every aspect of your mental health, your mental well-being, your ability to think rationally and with sanity. And so, of course, it's going to feed into everything else you do in your life, including making games, telling stories in film, telling TV shows, all that stuff, right? It's going to infect everything. And we already know this, but somehow there's still, believe it or not, a huge subdivision of people in Western society today that have absolutely no idea what is going on. And those people, they're so lost, I'm not really sure there's much you can do to cure their TDS, okay? But yeah, let's take a look at this article here. Former Concord players not happy with Marvel Rivals' success. Why did Concord have to die and Marvel Rivals gets to live? By John F. Trent. Yeah, that right there. Just look at how freaking ugly that thing looks, dude. Absolutely disgusting, dude. Duchess, dude, that's what you call her? She looks like freaking Michelle Yeoh from Star Trek Discovery or something. No hate on Michelle Yeoh. I love her as an actress, but my God, dude, she's used absolutely horribly in that show. A number of alleged former Concord players are not happy with the success of Marvel Rivals. As originally discovered by YouTuber Haro Hay on the Concord game subreddit, a question was asked whether or not Concord fans have tried Marvel Rivals and what their first impressions were. The top-ranked response currently reads, "It plays nothing like Concord. I personally don't like the movement or shooting at all, and don't get all the hype and praise it's getting. If you want similar gameplay to Concord, Destiny 2 is your best bet, but the PvP in that game's basically unplayable, and unfortunately, the PvE is still good." Another replied, "I feel like the majority of the hype/praise it's getting is just because it's one of the first good online Marvel games to come out in this entire period of MCU box office domination, which is waning. And a lot of people who are unhappy with Overwatch trying to signal boost the competitor. The game itself feels pretty damn unpolished and unbalanced compared to Overwatch and even Concord." Get the fuck out of here. Well, what are you talking about, son? Come on, man. No. That is just copium, okay? Marvel Rivals, dude. I am loving this game. I really am having just a really fun time. Every time I'm having like a downtime, and I come home from work, I want to get a Marvel Rivals because I can guarantee that majority of the time I'm going to have a good experience. I'm going to have a positive KD, and it doesn't feel like I'm ever sweating. It feels like I'm just having fun. It feels like a game that really, even though it's a hero shooter and the hero shooter genre maybe started about 10 years ago, it feels like a game which came out more in the early 2000s in that sense of like I'm not sweating for like esports. I'm not having to try so hard. I can just sit back and just let the game play itself, and I'm just having a good time. The fact that somebody wants to say that it's unpolished, that's absolutely absurd. I can get unbalanced, okay? I can get the unbalanced argument, especially with Iron Fist. That character is ridiculous. But unpolished, no. And let's be clear here, okay? The game has so much content, so many characters. The fact that we are now getting an announcement that in just a few days we're going to be getting the entire Fantastic Four lineup, and you know for a fact I'm going to be playing as Sue Storm, okay? Let's just be real here. I'm sure every guy is. But the fact that we're getting 4 new characters, the whole Fantastic Four lineup in Season 1, it's not like they gave us some obscure character like Kate Bishop or like Miss Marvel or something. They gave us actual popular characters right out the gate that people enjoy playing as. There's so many different characters that I like trying out that just I want to play as for fun because there's so much to do. So much that I still haven't explored yet. But for the most part, I run with like a few main characters, right? And I just have fun doing that. And that's what games are supposed to be. And Concord is the opposite of that. I mean, guys, art style really does matter. Art style seriously makes a huge difference. Look at the difference between Concord and Marvel Rivals. I mean, the difference is ridiculous, right? But just look at the difference between even Marvel's Avengers and Marvel's Rivals. There's a difference even in the art style, and those are both Marvel properties. And I would rather play Rivals a lot more than Marvel Avengers, right? Marvel Avengers did not do well at all. That game totally flopped. But Rivals is doing well because of one simple thing: gameplay, mechanics, and how does the developers treat its customers, right? The developers, whoever made Marvel Rivals, these guys, they just know how to make good products that they know people are going to enjoy, and they know how to give a solid product that's finished on day one. I don't know why the West is just absolutely corrupted at this point and can't seem to get their shit together. How hard can it be to just give a simple game that the general audience is going to enjoy? I don't know why it's so hard for the West to just cater to their main audience. Anyway, moving on. It's an enigma. But yeah, guys, everything that resembles our entire cultural sphere as a society, especially in the West, is in dire straits. The East is not having these problems because the East actually believes in their history, and they retain their traditions, and they know not to lose them. They know what happens when they just forgo all of their history, all of their heritage. The West needs to get back to that. The West needs to get back to its history, and I promise you things will turn around. But guys, just in the last, year, 2024 into 2025, right? We got Stellar Blade. We got Black Myth Wukong. Now we got Marvel Rivals. The East is absolutely showing the West how it's done. I'm so excited, guys. I cannot wait for the Fantastic Four to drop in Marvel Rivals. I cannot wait to just keep playing this game and just keep seeing what the Asians are doing, guys. What Asian developers are doing. They seem to just know their shit, right? I wouldn't even trust Eastern European developers anymore, right? CD Projekt Red, supposedly the Polish are based, but not for CD Projekt Red. Those guys fully admit that they're going full BlackRock in collaboration with them and literally getting ESG in their program, in their company. So expect The Witcher 4 is going to be trash. I take back what I said in an earlier video about The Witcher 4 doing well, even if it has woke elements. I take that back. No. Ciri being the lead was not a problem that I think anybody had. No one had a problem with Ciri being the lead. The problem is, it's now 2025. And CD Projekt Red just said that Ciri is going to be facing oppression as a woman living in the Middle Ages in the Witcher universe. Ugh, my goodness, dude. So I guess you know what that means, right? That basically means Ciri is probably not going to hook up with anybody. You know how Geralt hooking up with all these hot chicks in the Witcher games is like pretty much every male player's like favorite thing to do? Yeah, I don't expect that to happen with Ciri in this game at all. Expect that she'll just be a woman held down by the white man. Oh my gosh. I thought the Polish were better than this, guys. What is happening? But yeah, I still hope for the Asian developers. These guys know their shit. They know what they're doing. I have full faith in them because they're currently just kicking our asses. And I'm glad that there's at least somebody in this world who's showing us what we're supposed to be doing so that not everybody in this world is lost and that there is hope for some of us. But yeah, guys, this video was very straightforward. You get the idea. Things just keep getting worse. Woke trash just keeps coming out, and woke trash just keeps on flopping, and Hollywood and whoever is involved with these DEI initiatives, they just refuse to learn. Meanwhile, the West will lose, and the East will keep reaping in all the cash. I am perfectly fine with that. Keep giving us those beautiful women, Eastern developers. I really appreciate you guys actually knowing what a woman is supposed to look like, and not getting pissed off because human beings actually have attraction to each other. You know, like a normal fucking human being is supposed to be. But anyway, guys, that was the video. If you liked this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, and have a good day.